welcome to another Stitch of the Week. Today we are going to be working stitch number 31 out of the New Stitch Dictionary. I will link this book in the description box if anybody is interested. I'm just using some 100% cotton and a 5.5mm hook. I don't remember if I told you this, but the stitch is called Waves and Furrows. It's number 31 on page 20. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do an odd stitch count. And then we're going to do plus 2. So I have 17 plus 2, which gives me a total of 19. So it'll still be an odd stitch count. In the third chain from your hook, you're going to place a half double crochet. So it's going to look like that. Now that chain 2, that starting chain 2 does not count as a stitch. And we are just going to go along here and place half double crochets all the way across for row 1. If I can manage to keep my hook in my loop. Kiwi. Yeah. So this stitch is a 2-row repeat. And you're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3. Although row 3 is pretty much the same as row 1. And this is a more of a closed stitch, a denser fabric. So once we have gotten all the way across, we're going to chain up 2 and turn our work, and we're going to place a half double crochet in that first stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch here. And that's going to be our sequence of stitches all the way across. So we're going to work a half double, and then we're going to work a slip stitch, and you want to try to make those slip stitches fairly loose because we're going to have to work back into those later. and you should end on a half double crochet. So again, we're going to chain up 2, and this time we're just going to be placing half double crochets all the way across. So 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way across, and yes, you have to put a half double crochet into those slip stitches. That's why I was saying we need to try to make them a little bit looser. So here's what mine's starting to look like. I'm going to go ahead and work up a swatch and then meet back up with you guys and give you my thoughts on this stitch. Alright guys, so this is what mine looks like. It does have a little bit of texture to it. I didn't really have too many problems working this stitch up. Pretty easy, works up pretty quick. I would consider it a yarn eater though, because it is a more solid stitch. It would be good for a sweater. Like I said, it does have this nice texture going on here. Now, am I ever probably going to use this stitch? Probably not, just simply because I really do not care for half double crochet, and my least favorite stitch out of the basic stitches is probably half double crochet, followed closely by slip stitches, just because slip stitches can be a pain to work in. So while I didn't have to, I mean, I really didn't have any problems working this stitch up, I probably would not jump to it to make a sweater personally. But it is a beautiful stitch. This is what the back looks like. The back has just these kind of ridge looking things going on, and then the front has this texture. So I don't know, it's a nice stitch, but it's not one that I'll reach for first. Anyways guys, next week we will be doing the simple textured pattern, the simple textured stitch, and so I will see you guys for that. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope this tutorial helps you guys. Now just before I go, I am going to ask you guys to maybe share this video out or share my channel out. I am only like 4 or 5 people away from hitting my goal of 2,000 subscribers. That was my goal for 2025, and I'm only like, I'm so close, guys. I'm so close. So please share this video out with some of your yarny friends, and maybe they'll like it enough to like and subscribe as well. Anyways guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.